Hey, what's up guys? Mike from MetaComix coming at you with a review for Old Man Logan #1, a Secret Wars tie-in. This review is full of spoilers, so if you haven't read the issue yet, go do that and then come back and check out my thoughts on it. Okay, so I'm going to kick things off by saying this issue is absolutely amazing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And this is by far the best Secret Wars tie-in I've read yet. So let's go ahead and talk about the story and why I liked it so much. So this issue takes place in the wasteland area of Battleworld, where all the heroes were killed by their archenemies. Mysterio had taken over the mind of Logan, aka Wolverine, and made him kill all the X-Men, after which he went into seclusion, except for one. We'll get to that later. The Hulk formed a gang which murdered Logan's wife and children, giving Wolverine the motivation he needed to come out of hiding and wipe out the Hulk family, except for Hulk's sole surviving baby, who he kind of adopts as his own kid. Now, Logan is on a mission to make the world right. That's just the prologue, people. Epic, right? The actual issue opens up with a gang dressed like a bunch of daredevils playing a game of poker with their leader, the Gladiator, presiding over their little get-together. Logan shows up, tells the schmucks to stop human trafficking or else. Well, they choose else, and a freaking amazing bloodbath ensues, which is probably one of the most violent scenes I've seen in a mainstream comic in, well, a really long time. After Logan gets done with the massacre, he tells the townspeople they're free and build something awesome out of the ruins, or he's going to come back and burn the place down. He then rides off into the sunset like Clint Eastwood, headed out to the desert where an Ultron head drops down, launching our hero into a new mystery. In an effort to find out where the heck this Ultron head came from, seeing as how he hasn't seen one in like 50 years, Logan heads to Hammer Falls, Nevada, where he runs into a very aged and dying Emma Frost. Emma tells Logan about how a gang of Punishers rode through the city and killed everyone. She tried to stop them, but since she's really old, her powers don't work as well as they used to, and she ended up making things a lot worse. Emma got shot in the process and ends up slinking into eternal sleep forever, but not before telling Logan the Ultron head likely came from over the wall from another realm of Battleworld. Logan heads to the wall and uses his claws to climb over it, and that's where things end for this issue. Now let's talk about what I liked. I really enjoyed the crap out of this issue. I'm not even sure where to begin with what I liked. There's just so much about it that I loved. Andrea Sorrentino's artwork for this issue is it's absolutely amazing. It's very dark, gritty, and it really sets the tone for the story. It feels like a post-apocalyptic western, sort of a Mad Max Fury Road kind of vibe. Brian Michael Bendis, one of my favorite Marvel writers, does an excellent job crafting a loner anti-hero tale and really helps you to connect with Old Man Logan as a man on a mission, a hero who knows what needs to be done to stop the bad guys in this lawless, anarchic wasteland and isn't afraid to do it. The dialogue was great, and I really loved the way they did Logan's because you could almost hear his voice in your head as you read the story. The scene where Emma dies is really powerful and helps further establish the horror of this new realm, and seeing an aged and weakened Emma adds a layer of vulnerability to her character we don't see too often. I enjoyed the pacing for this issue a lot. It had tons of action, but they weren't just empty fight scenes. The fighting, blood, and gore helped establish Logan's character and gives you a snapshot of where he's at in his journey as a hero, as well as the aftermath and suffering the people in the wastelands are enduring, while Doom does little to nothing to fix things. The whole idea of Logan raising a Hulk baby is very interesting, and it'll be cool to see how that all plays out later on. Now let's talk about what I didn't like. In all honesty, I'm totally blown away by this issue, and I'm having a really hard time coming up with anything to gripe about. So really my only complaint is that the issue had to come to an end. Other than that, it was highly entertaining read, an excellent adventure action story that's definitely a must-have on your pull list. If you're only going to get one Secret Wars tie-in, I would follow this one. Alright guys, I gave this an overall score of a 9.5 out of 10. That's all I got for this one. I will see you guys next time.